This tutorial, Hey, what's up? Welcome back and welcome to this tutorial. As you can see, we have some nice coppery warm tones on the eyes, so therefore this is today's makeup tutorial. I was trying to think of what I wanted to do and I was going through my makeup and I found Copper Sparkle pigment, which I used on the lid. I just had to do a tutorial with it. I think I may have done a tutorial with it, but like probably like a year or so ago. Anyway, if you want to see how I do this look, then please keep watching. So I've used some of the Tatcha Gold Beauty Oil. I just put a little layer on my skin already and I'm going to jump straight into primer, which I'm going to use the Hangover Primer from Too Faced. So I'm going to mix two foundations today. I'm going to use the Hourglass Stick Foundation and I'm using the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. So I'm going to put this stick on first. I don't know if this colour is going to match because I did my tan, so I'm like a weird colour now. This is the shade Bisque. I'm going to probably use a darker NARS shade than usual. So I'm just taking some of the shade Punjab and I just put it on my beauty blender and then I'm going to just mix these on the skin. I know, who am I using a beauty blender for my foundation? But I've been doing this for the past few days, mixing these two foundations with the beauty blender, and I just really like the finish and like how it lasts and how it looks, so I'm going to continue to do that. I don't even need to say this step because it's in every single tutorial. So I'm just going to highlight and conceal. Again with the beauty blender, just blending this in. And I'm going to take the Clay Stick Foundation from Tarte. This is the shade Deep Honey, just to bronze and contour. I'm going to blend this one out with a brush. I'm going to use the Morphe G40. So I'm going to use this brightening powder from Laura Mercier to set underneath my eyes. And you don't want to use this all over because it's like a brightening powder, so it's only for like certain areas that you want a little lighter. If you put it all over, I'm not really sure what the flashback is like in it, but probably wouldn't recommend it. I must actually try this with a flash. Now that I'm saying that, I'm going to have to test it out with a flash and see what it's like, because I don't want to wear this somewhere that is going to be flash photography and then have one of those crazy makeup mishaps like we've all seen. And now I'm taking the Perfect Bronze from Annabelle Cosmetics. This is the shade Sunkissed. So as far as I know, this is a Canadian brand and I think they're only quite possibly sold in Canada. I think, as far as I know. But hopefully they expand because they have some really good products. So I just primed my eyes using Soft Ochre from MAC. Oh, it hurts when I cough. I went to the gym yesterday and now my body is dead. So every movement I make, every breath that I inhale, every single thing that I do in my life today and tomorrow, it's going to be the sorest thing ever. The high price of trying to grow a butt. Okay, so the first shade I'm going in with is from Makeup Geek. It's called Tuscan Sun and Zoeva 228 brush. So we're going to just start building this colour in the crease. Makeup Geek shadows are so good and they're so affordable, but they literally blend like butter. So I always like to have like an extra fluffy brush that has no product on it. This one I'm using is a Morphe E27, but any big fluffy brush just that helps diffuse the product out and blend it out. So I usually just kind of go between brushes as I'm blending. The next shade I'm going in with is from Anastasia Beverly Hills and it's called Blazing. Same Zoeva brush. And just going into the crease. So we really want to build up the depth of the crease as much as possible because we're going to be putting like a strong shimmer on the lid. And now I'm taking a little bit of the shade Blank from Anastasia Beverly Hills and I'm just dusting it along the brow bone. This just helps like the colours blend out. Now for the darkest shade I'm going in with this shade from Anastasia. It's called Fudge. I'm going to use a MAC 217 with this one. And again just back in to define the crease. So I'm gonna take Costa Riche pencil from MAC. So it's just like a warm tone brown shade. And I'm gonna go right underneath the eye with this one. Then taking any type of little pencil brush or a shader brush. And just soften that out. The reason I like to do a pencil underneath my eyes first is when I go in with my shadows, it just helps stick. It just acts as a base as everything and it lasts throughout the day. Sometimes if I just do shadow underneath, it goes into this like line that I have underneath my eye. Like, see that crease here? I've just had it since forever. And it gets stuck in there. So I find when I do a base, it just helps hold it and make it last so much longer. So that is why I do that. So if you are someone who kind of struggles with their under eye lasting or anything like that, give this a go and see if it works. I've been doing this for years and it's just honestly the best. So I'm just taking a smaller brush. This is a Zoeva 231 brush and I'm going to take the shade Blazing, which is the second shade we used, and I'm going to use this under the eye. So I'm just kind of going on top of the pencil. And then just softly buffing it out. I'm going to add a little bit of the Tuscan Sun as well, which is the first shade, just along the edge. So for my lid, I'm going to put a base down first, and I'm going to use the Liquid Moondust from Urban Decay. This is the shade Zap. So it's just like a liquid shadow, and it comes with a brush. I always like to use bases when I'm using a shimmer on the lid. It really intensifies the shimmer and just makes everything pop, and it helps it stick on as well. Because the shadow I'm using on the lid is a loose pigment. So I'm going to go straight in. I'm going to put this on the lid first. And then the lid colour I'm using is called Copper Sparkle and it's from MAC and it's a loose pigment. Honestly, it's one of my favourite pigments, like ever. From any brand, it is definitely one of my favourites. First off, going in with Zap, putting this on the lid. And then with a flat brush, just pressing it in and just like moving any bits around. Another thing that I'm going to do that helps make shadows stick is I'm going to spray some Fix Plus onto my flat brush. So just like 2 or 3 squirts just to dampen it, and then go into the pigment, and then we're going to press it on the lid. And now you can see why I love it. I'm so sorry as well because I know there's the most annoying drilling outside my building because they're building a new apartment block and it's so loud and so annoying. So if you can hear it in the background, I do apologise, but there's not a whole lot I can do right now. So I'm just hoping it's not going to be too irritating. But anyway, look how pretty this colour is. Like, yeah, I know you love it. I know you do. I just did my mascara and I forgot to do my waterline, so I'm just going to use the black Marc Jacobs pencil and put this in the waterline. So there, just to make it a little smokier, because I feel like the last few tutorials I've done, I haven't done like a dark lash line. But now I have. The lashes I'm going to use are Esqido lashes in the style Celestial. Now I'm taking some I'm Peachless from Makeup Geek, and I'm going to use this to highlight my inner corner. So it's just like a really nice, soft, like metallic-y, peachy shine off it. which always works well with like warm toned shadows. Like it just kind of all pulls it together. I'm just adding a little bit more bronzer. I always like to kind of go back and add more after I do my eyes, because when you do like more an intense eye, you kind of need to match the rest of the face to that. And even though when I do my bronzer before I do my eyes, it looks like it's enough, but when you finish your eyes, then it's like, yeah, no, not enough. So I'm going to just go back and add some more. And as always, a little bit of hula just to contour my cheekbones. Just a tiny bit underneath. See, just defines it a little more. Oh, this brush, by the way, is a BH Cosmetics #1 brush. I'm gonna add some of the California blush from Benefit. So it's just like a soft peachy pinky, but legit. It smells like holidays. It's so yum. Like it smells like coconuts. Just, oh yeah. I'm going to use the MAC Hyper Real Glow palette today to highlight. So there's two different types. There's no names to tell you which is which. So there's like more of a goldy one, and then there's more of a pinky one. But I'm going to go with the goldy one. And I'm going to use the two lightest shades. I'm going to mix them together. I have no idea. I haven't tried this yet. So let's hope for the best. Ooh. I'm impressed. I am impressed. I think it's about time MAC come out with like good, decent highlighters. We have so many other good products, but I feel like in the highlight department, they're just kind of lacking. For my lips, I'm going to use the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade, I think it's pronounced Ludwig, but quite possibly I'm wrong in saying that. But it's this like nudie colour. I forgot about this shade. Why do I keep forgetting about such good nude shades? This is such a good nude. So good. Not too warm, not too cool. Bang smack, middle of the road. Right, I'm just gonna go fix my hair because I had a shower last night and then I threw it up in a bun, and then this is how it looks. It was actually way worse than this because I actually blow dried it this morning and then I threw it back up in a bun. But when I washed it, oh, it smells nice. I washed it last night, like half dried it and then threw it up. And then when I got up this morning, it was like a fuzzy mess. Like way worse than this. So, yeah, I need to go and do my hair. Now I'm back with somewhat type of fixed hair. Better than what it was anyway, let's say that. So that is the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like this makeup look. As always, thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.